It's the Bobby Mo Show, your favorite colonial podcast. I'm Chris Shovlin, the play-by-play voice of the Robert Morris University football and basketball teams. We're going to talk hoops with three women's basketball stars. We've got Nina Augustin, Esther Castedo, and Natalie Villaflor. They're all coming in next right here on the Bobby Mo Show, brought to you by Dollar Energy Fund.
When your employer gives you a choice of health plans, choose UPMC Health Plan. You'll have access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the top-ranked care of UPMC and many community hospitals near you. UPMC Health Plan gives you an award-winning healthcare concierge team and a partner who puts you and your health at the center of all we do. Choose what's best. Choose UPMC Health Plan. Visit upmchealthplan.com/best for more information.
We're talking Robert Morris women's basketball, and we have three guests on the Bobby Mo Show today, starting with Nina Augustin, number 12, from Helsinki, Finland, of all places. Tell me about the differences between Helsinki and Moon Township.
Everything is smaller back home. The weather is pretty much alike where I'm from. Right now they do have like I don't even know, like a foot of snow there, but it's not too much different. Food is different, everything is smaller there, but other than that,
does it make it less of a chance to be homesick when you see the snow on the ground like we had here a couple of weeks ago?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I do like the four seasons. I like the changing.
Sure. Well, tell me about, speaking of seasons, tell me about the Robert Morris women's season right now. I know you guys are getting set to head into the playoffs pretty soon. A couple of regular season games left. Tell me how the season has gone for you.
It has been decent season. I feel like I've grown into my role as a leader. There are some things like shooting that I haven't been able to necessarily shoot as well as that I would have liked to. But other than that, like, I think it has been a good season, and having so many new players, it was I was a little nervous, excited before, but I think it has gone very, very well. I think we had a good returning group, and that was able to help the newcomers to adjust to the program. I'm very proud of us. Game by game, I feel like we're getting better. So.
Yeah, you should be proud. There's no question about it, the way you gals have played this year. It's been a little bit different because Charlie hasn't been able to be around all that much. And, of course, you're being coached by one of your assistants who's been here for a long time. Tell me about that experience.
I mean, Coach Snyder he has been here for a long time, so he knows the system very well. And he has been very consistent of what Coach B has been doing and telling us for the past, 4 years. What I've been here. So in that sense, I don't think the change has been that like hard to adjust because like nothing has really changed in the program, the culture, or anything like that. So of course it's different, but I think it has gone pretty well.
Sure. The system is the system.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, you're a graduate student?
Yes.
Tell me about your major and what you plan on doing after Robert Morris.
So I graduated last spring from finance, my undergrad, and now completing my master's in data analytics. So going hopefully in that field and trying to keep myself in shape. Maybe I'll return to the courses one day.
Any dream position as far as your future career? Is there a company that you'd love to work for, or a job you'd like to have? Would you like to be a CEO or something like that?
I think just seeing what the work life will be, like especially in my like master area in the data analytics, what type of opportunities, what is it like that I could be doing in the future, kind of like understanding what I might not want to do and what I like, because I don't really have a clear understanding yet, but we'll see.
How did you get into numbers? I mean, is this something that's been there since you were a child?
Yeah, I think I was always good at math, and that's why finance was kind of like in a sense, easy decision. The business side of it was interesting. And then when picking up my master's, there wasn't a lot of like business degrees. I didn't want to go into tax or MBA. So I was following my mom's and dad's footsteps, I guess, to the IT side of it. So I don't know. I think it was as a program, it was like kind of like you get a understanding a little bit of everything that goes into like the IT computers, handling data.
I'm envious, I have to tell you, Nina, because I am so bad at math and so bad at numbers. I am envious of people who can see that stuff, and I just can't. Let's talk about basketball again. How do you want to see your career here at Robert Morris come to a close? I know you're a graduate student. You're already working on your master's, and this is it. Your last go around with basketball. How do you want to see it end?
I think right now just focusing day by day. I enjoying like the small things, like going to practice, like being tired on the court, like pushing myself and my teammates. I think I don't know if there's like an end goal, but just like in this moment, being able to enjoy these last days and moments that I'm going to have with my team.
Is there basketball in your future at all? Coaching, playing somewhere again?
Hopefully. I think eventually when I go back home, we have a lot of different leagues and where I could like pick from and whatever level I want to play. I think I will go back on the court, but there's not a lot of opportunities to do that in here, especially if I go into like the corporate world or anything like that. So
sure,
we shall see. I'm trying to keep myself in shape though.
You never know. There could be a corporate league out there where you can be a star.
Oh, true.
That's Nina Augustin, and that is our first segment of the Bobby Mo Show. We're going to come back and talk more Robert Morris women's basketball next, right after this.
This winter, many families in our area are struggling to make ends meet and keep their homes warm. You can make a difference by making a donation to Dollar Energy Fund. Your contribution will be matched dollar for dollar by Dollar Energy Fund's utility partners, and 100% of all donations will be used to help local families maintain or restore basic utility services. No one should have to face a Pittsburgh winter in the cold. Help spread the warmth to your neighbors in need and donate today at dollarenergy.org.
Dollar Energy Fund, helping our neighbors in need maintain basic utility service since 1983. Visit dollarenergy.org or text the word WARM, W-A-R-M, to 53555. That's WARM to 53555. The Bobby Mo Show brought to you today by Dollar Energy Fund. And right now, number 22 joins me, Esther Castedo from Lugo, Spain. Tell me about home.
Home, I miss home. It's been a long time since I've been in Spain for a long time, and I think it's been great. I think it's different. It's a different culture. Basketball is still big in Spain, so that's not that big of a change. But definitely, I miss the food. That's one of the things that I miss the most about being here.
Okay, let's talk about it then. Favorite food. I mean, what do you miss the most about living in Spain and the food?
I mean, of course, I miss my family, and I miss my mom's famous Spanish omelet. I think that's the only thing that really gets me through the years.
Well, tell me about the weather where you come from. Is it different than Pittsburgh? I'm guessing it's a warmer climate than we have.
A little bit. Where I'm from, it's cold. It rains a lot, but it doesn't snow as much as it does here. So it's nice to see the snow once in a while. But after a couple of days, it's over for me. I get tired of it.
I can imagine. Are you inland or near the coast, or what part?
I'm like an hour away from the coast, so it's nice weather.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get to the coast every now and again?
Yeah, I have a beach house there, so yeah.
Super. Let's talk about Robert Morris basketball right now. I know the Colonials are 12-13 overall, 10-10 in the Horizon League, and describe how your senior season's been going. I know you're a senior right now on the basketball team.
It's good. It's definitely been an adjustment, going from like having a lot of returners last year, just a couple of new players, to like this year, completely different team. Coach Wu is not here with us this year, so it's been another adjustment to adjust to Coach Schneider. So it's been different, but I don't think it's been bad at all. I think it's been a really good season overall.
You mentioned how popular basketball is in Spain, and we all know that, of course. Are there differences in the game from there to here that you've noticed?
I mean, I think it's more fast-paced in Spain than here. That's one of the things that I noticed. And then just a couple different rules that we have here that we don't have in Spain. I think it's like the shot clock is 24 seconds there instead of 30. So that's another adjustment.
Sure. What's the experience been like? I mean, how long have you been here in the United States playing basketball now? Is it just your college career, or did you come earlier than that?
No, it was just my college career.
Okay.
Yeah.
What attracted you here to Pittsburgh, PA, of all places, to Robert Morris U?
I don't know. I knew that I wanted to go to the States, and then once I started that process, I talked to the assistant coaches. I talked to Coach B, and I really liked the place. I liked how many international players we had, and I think that's one of the things that really draw me here.
Sure. We were talking to Nina earlier. She's from Finland. I know you're from Spain. Yeah. It seems every year Coach B always seems to find players from all over the world. Yeah. And I'm wondering, like, when you first got here, were there communications problems? I mean, how did you communicate with people from all over the different parts of the world?
It was a struggle at first. I was very shy, and I was not very confident in my English, but my roommate from my freshman year, Natalie, really helped me with that, and I'm very thankful for that. So yeah, now I think I'm pretty confident right now. So yeah.
You speak better than most
Yeah.
Americans that I know, to
Thank
be quite
you.
honest with you, especially from this part of the country. Anyway, Esther, let's talk about studying. And I know it is a balancing act between athletics and academics, and it's got to be tough. But I know that all three of our guests here are pretty good students in the studio here today for the Bobby Mo Show. Let's talk about what you're studying here at Robert Morris and what you hope to do in the future.
I'm studying business management. What I want to do in the future, that is a big question that I keep asking myself. I don't know. I know that I want to keep playing basketball, and then I'll figure it out. I go one day at a time, so I don't know what my future holds for me.
Opportunity to play professionally, perhaps?
Hopefully one day, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
That's right. You have plenty of time to figure out what you want to do career-wise. I'm still trying to figure it out myself, and I don't even want to tell you how old I am. Anyway, let's talk about the end of the season coming up. Playoffs are right around the corner. Just a couple of games left in the regular season. How do you want to see things finish up for Robert Morris this year?
I'm very excited for this last stretch. I think we have a shot. I think we keep getting better and better every single day from the beginning of the season to right now. I think we improved a lot, and we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm sure that we're gonna give our all. So yeah.
Okay. Good luck to you the rest of the way. I'm sure we'll be watching not only these last couple of games, but in playoff time as well.
Thank you.
That's Esther Castedo here from the Robert Morris University women's basketball team. We're going to come back with Natalie Villaflor coming up next.
Chick-fil-A Robinson will brighten your day with their new chocolate fudge brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce. Chick-fil-A's chocolate fudge brownie is crafted with layers of fudge, a cake-like middle, and topped with flaky chunks of chocolate. The mac and cheese is a premium blend of cheeses coming together for a nice, crispy layer on top of warm, creamy Chick-fil-A deliciousness. The cheese sauce at Chick-fil-A makes waffle fries even more yummy. Stop by Chick-fil-A Robinson and treat yourself to their new brownie, mac and cheese, and cheese sauce today. Serving you with care, Chick-fil-A Robinson.
We'll continue the Bobby Mo Show with Natalie Villaflor. She's a 5'10 senior from Ashburn, Virginia, and we're going to talk Robert Morris women's basketball. But Natalie, first, I'm looking at all of your resumes, yours, Esther's, and Nina's, and what stands out to me is not only are you great basketball players, but you're great in the classroom as well. And I'm just wondering if, before we talk about hoops, let's talk a little bit about the balancing act that it takes for student athletes like yourself between academics and athletics, and what a challenge it is.
Yeah, I think you definitely learn over the years how to balance your work and your time with practice. Of course, it helps with all the accommodations we're provided with, ranging from our coaches to Nicole Law. They provide us with a lot of resources and support, so I've been very thankful for that over the past 4 years I've been here.
Well, I was talking to Nina and Esther about where they're from, and I have to ask you about Ashburn, Virginia, growing up there, the difference between high school and college. Let's start about a question about your hometown. Tell me about it.
Yeah, definitely not as interesting as Finland or Spain, but home is great. I've been in Virginia my whole life, so coming to Pennsylvania was cool to just see new area. But yeah, home is home. Home is, I'd say, the same.
What part of Virginia is Ashburn?
Loudoun County area.
Okay.
It's funny. I actually live in Leesburg, but before I came here, I got mixed up with the idea of hometown and completely overthought the question.
Really?
So I have gone by Ashburn my entire time here, but I am from Leesburg, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Ashburn, though.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leesburg's a little bigger than Ashburn, I take it.
Relatively the same.
Relatively the same.
Very close in distance.
Geographically, what part of Virginia are we talking about, though?
Northern Virginia.
Okay.
I'm like 30 minutes outside of D.C.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're close to Alexandria and Arlington and so on and so forth. Okay, I know that area a little bit.
Yeah.
I used to travel there myself a long time ago. Let's talk about your high school playing days and then coming to Robert Morris. What led you here? What made you come to Bobby Moe?
I was pretty familiar while I was in high school with Robert Morris. I played AAU with Megan Callahan.
Sure.
So she kind of informed me about her experience here, and I was recruited toward my junior year and got to know the coaches very well. I came to visit, and yeah, I loved the school. I loved the size of the school, and got to meet the coaches and meet the team, and yeah, really enjoyed the friendship that I got to see when I came on those visits.
Okay, we talked a little bit about when you first got here, there might have been a language barrier with some of your teammates. Has that been the case? As Nina and Esther continue to look on here on the Bobby Moe Show, did you have any problem with it?
No, I think Esther underestimates herself because I understood her very well when she got here, and you would think after the many years we've been roommates with each other that I would have learned a little bit of Spanish, but that has not been the case. So
She learned a lot of English, though.
she did learn a lot of English. She speaks very well.
What about with the other teammates? Again, we've seen, Coach B recruit people from literally every corner of the world to come here and play, but it seems like basketball is the language, I would think.
Yeah, it's really cool when you can get a bunch of girls from all over the world who speak different languages, come from different backgrounds, but on the court we all understand. Like you said, we all understand the same language. We work well together, and that's just been so fun to be a part of.
Well, the language right now is to win a couple of games towards the tail end of the regular season and then get into the playoffs and try to do some damage in the Horizon League. I know you're 12-13 coming into the final regular season weekend, 10-10 in the HL, and you find yourselves in 8th place. I know that Youngstown continues to lead the league. That was a tough one for you, the Youngstown State game. But, tell me about your chances during the playoffs and what you hope to see.
Yeah, I think this whole season has just, like Esther had mentioned, we've just been getting better every day. The girls put in a lot of hard work, and I think it shows. Our games have been a reflection of that hard work, and I'm just very impressed with how quickly the freshmen have adapted as well. It's a completely new team, and I think it's been a lot of periods of adjustment, but like I said before, I think that hard work has been paying off.
What's been the best part of it for you as you look back, now a senior, and look back on the years that you've spent here? What's the best part?
My team. Just the girls that I've gotten. I've met my best friends here, and they'll be a huge part of my life forever. So I'm really thankful for that.
All right, let's talk about your future. We got everybody else's professional forecasts in. What are you majoring in, and what do you hope to do someday?
I'm an English major. I have a minor in journalism, and hoping to potentially teach English someday, maybe elementary school level. But
all right, why elementary school? Like, so many people want to spend time with younger kids, I guess. Is that what attracts you most about elementary school? The kids?
I love working with younger kids. Yeah. So hopefully some of that in my future.
Any particular grade better than the rest? Because I know it's kind of tough because, kids every year when they're in elementary school, they just change totally. I mean, they grow up fast. But is there any particular grade?
I'm not sure. I'd say maybe like 3rd or 4th.
Okay.
We'll see. Yeah.
Right there where you don't have to babysit them.
Exactly.
And then they don't talk back yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds great. Hey, best of luck the rest of the way. I know that the team has a couple of games this week. As a matter of fact, tonight, UIC, and then Saturday you host IUPUI, and then the playoffs start right after that. So good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, that is Natalie Villaflor, and we're going to come back and put a cap on this week's edition of the Bobby Mo Show, brought to you by Dollar Energy Fund, coming up next.
This winter, many families in our area are struggling to make ends meet and keep their homes warm. You can make a difference by making a donation to Dollar Energy Fund. Your contribution will be matched dollar for dollar by Dollar Energy Fund's utility partners, and 100% of all donations will be used to help local families maintain or restore basic utility services. No one should have to face a Pittsburgh winter in the cold. Help spread the warmth to your neighbors in need and donate today at dollarenergy.org.
Support Dollar Energy Fund today and help your neighbors in need stay warm this winter. Find out how a small contribution can score big with those in need. Visit dollarenergyfund.org or text the word WARM, W-A-R-M, to 53555. That's WARM to 53555. All right, let's get you caught up Colonial style. The schedule this week, men's basketball, first of all, last weekend, they dropped 2 at home. They're on the road starting tonight against Northern Kentucky, and then on Saturday they'll play at Wright State. Both of those are 7 o'clock tips. Both of those can be heard here on the RMU Athletics Game Day app. We hope that you'll tune in. I'll be on the road with the guys. Women's lacrosse lost to Canisius last Saturday. They'll be at Bucknell at noon this coming Saturday. Men's lacrosse fell to Stony Brook on Saturday. Softball went 5-1 last weekend against a variety of teams that they're playing right now. Women's basketball, as we mentioned earlier, they'll be at UIC on Thursday night, that's tonight, and at IUPUI on Saturday. And women's track makes it out to the Horizon League Indoor Championships. That will be on ESPN+. And that'll do it for the Bobby Mo Show this week. I'm Chris Shovlin. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Bobby Mo Show is brought to you by Dollar Energy Fund and produced by Dylan Thompson. Once again, we'll talk to you next time right here on the Bobby Mo Show.